Welcome to the channeled reading for the 12/12 portal, which is the 12th December. So this video should be out a couple of days before that so that you can be sure of the energy before that. And I'm very, very grateful to be delivering this to you. So before we get started on the cards, which I've used multiple decks, we'll get to that in a moment, I would like to share the channeled message because as a divine channel, I asked our creator what the meaning of the number 12/12 is, especially when it comes to twin flame union and those who are on the twin flame journey. So I have noted down what the divine replied, so I'll be reading that. So 12/12 means union, balance, and oneness. 12/12 encourages you to take the necessary steps to manifest the love life of your dreams. 12/12 is a promise of perfect partnership from your creator with your creator in order to manifest your harmonious twin flame union. It encourages you to keep the faith strong and to never settle. So that's the channeled message of what this number means and how it relates to your twin flame journey. So let's get started. I'm using 3 decks. I've pulled the card from it. This is going to be a short and sweet reading. It's not going to take up like a few hours, so don't worry. So the first one is the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. I love those. The second card is from the Lover's Oracle, of course, because we have a twin flame reading and it's so romantic, so beautiful. It captures that energy so well. And last but not least, and the juiciest of the cards is from the Whispers of Love deck, which again, it captures this romantic energy so perfectly, this loving energy, I adore it. So let's get started. Card number 1 is Begin Now. So what I'm getting from this card is that some of you, because this is a general reading, you may be beginning now your twin flame journey. Maybe now you just first became aware of it. And some of you may know this person for years. Like I've had people come to me and be like, yeah, I've known this person for like 10, 20 years, but I just now realized we were twin flames. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you just met this person, though some of you may, right? So for some of you, it's confirmation that yes, you have met your twin flame recently. For those of you who already know who that person is, then it means that you're really now starting to realize what's happening with the twin flame dynamic, and even if you knew before, like on a deeper level. And like even I personally, sometimes I'm amazed by how much I still have to discover when it comes to twin flame union, even though I've been in it for a couple of years now almost. So yeah, you discover new things every day, and you discover new awareness. It's not exactly new knowledge, but you become even more aware of this oneness. It's one thing to know logically that you're one with this person, and another to really experience it at the core. And this happens as you naturally heal those blocks and experience the upsets and move through them. So yeah, those are all perfectly natural parts of the journey. So yeah, I'll hold up the card so you can look at it a bit more. Let's see if I can focus a bit more. Okay. Yeah, so Begin Now. For some of you, I feel that this card is all about beginning in a more committed way to your journey. So commitment is one of the keys to harmonious twin flame union. And it's very important to be committed to your healing to get results. So you don't have to be committed to the person, to the twin flame person, right? Because some of you might be wondering, is that the person? Why should I commit to someone I'm not sure if they're my ultimate lover or not? So committing to yourself and your healing and the journey itself is a surefire way to figure out if that person is your twin flame, because there's no way you won't reveal it. Like if you're choosing your union very deeply and you're committed to it and you're taking all the steps, your twin flame will always mirror that. If that person is running in the other direction, yeah, might be that. Maybe that wasn't it. But yeah, it's important to be confident of your choices so that you can see what the other person is reflecting to you. So yeah, it's also a message of feeling safe, because that person, like, they're very supported. Like this man starting his journey, he's very supported. He's got like this lady and the children in the corner, and they're all like he'll find a home waiting for him. It's not like he'll come back and not find food or a place to rest, right? There's a lot of support in knowing that. And it's the same for your twin flame journey. It's like there is a home for you. There is a community. right? And it's important to claim that and to claim your support, because it's really, really hard to try to do this on your own. I tried it, and many of you, I'm sure, maybe you've tried it before and you were like, it's too hard, because it is. And we're not meant to do it alone. We're all meant to do it as one, right? Because we're all one, right? As humanity, as a collective. So if in your case you're very new to this journey and you're unsure where to begin, then you can check the description box below, because I have added lots of next steps that you can take. Well, not an overwhelming amount, but like a few next steps that you can check out and begin to familiarize yourself and get to know more information about this journey and what you can do to manifest your union, because yes, you can do that. So that's like very important, right? To take some next steps and to trust that the journey will take you where you need to go. So, I feel complete with this card. We can move on to the next one, which is from the Lover's Oracle, and it's so beautiful. I look at this artwork and it's amazing. So it's these two lovers, like they're connecting so deeply, and they're one, like the artwork is the same, the style and all that. It just really shows like they're so connected, and it's a very intimate card. It's very like vulnerable, like being naked with someone, and in many cases, it's not about taking your clothes off. It's about emotional vulnerability, emotional intimacy, which happens a lot in a twin flame union, and it can be intense, especially if you're used to having a relationship with soulmates. It can be like, what? This is way too deep, too fast. I didn't expect that, right? But that's twin flame for you. So the card says, beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflections. So I feel this hits the nail on the head. It's like spot on, it's perfect for the twin flame dynamic. And I also want to show you the back of the card. It's got these roses behind the text. It's so romantic. Yeah, so it's important to recognize that everything you love about your twin flame is also within you, because that person is you, right? You in another body, as I like to describe it often. So yeah, if you see something in your twin flame that you really like, maybe they're creative, they're artistic, they're all those things, and you admire that, then yeah, it's also in you too. Maybe not in the same way. Maybe he's really good at painting and you're not, but you're good at writing or music, right? So it doesn't have to reflect in the same way, but yeah, that's a quality that's also within you. And it's safe to explore that, it's safe to recognize that, and keep moving with it. And I want to talk about the second part very much, because that's the most challenging of this entire journey, and that's about saying that, yeah, these qualities you don't like, your twin flame is reflecting something to you. So yeah, let's say they're ignoring you. It's reflecting that somewhere you've been ignoring yourself. Maybe you're ignoring your physical needs, not sleeping well, not eating good food, not drinking enough water. Or maybe you're ignoring your intuition. Your intuition is like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't do that. It's not a good idea, but you go ahead and do it anyway. Or there's a part of you that wants to express what's on their mind. You're like, people might judge me, so don't do that. So all those are ways your twin flame can reflect those things to you. Right, and if you're wondering, like, okay, how do I see what they're reflecting to me, and how do I heal it? Because, of course, you don't want to be ignored forever. That's not how you manifest your union. You're chasing after them and them ignoring you. That's not the goal here. The goal is a healthy, loving relationship with your twin flame. And how you do that is by healing what they're showing you. I've talked a lot about this on this channel. If you are new here and you've never heard about this before, then I'll introduce you to that, don't worry. So yeah, it's important to use a healing tool that is specifically for the twin flame journey, made for that, right? It doesn't get better than that. So what I recommend is the mirror exercise, and if you've never heard of it, the link is below. And if you're already practicing it but would like to take it a step deeper, then, why not book a coaching session with me, and we can work on those things together. Because it's something I've been doing for a few years now, like guiding twin flames into their union. So yeah, it's whatever it is, I promise you there's nothing that can't be healed, right? It will be healed. It just takes some persistence, committing to yourself, and yeah, as I said in the card, like beginning to heal it, like choosing to take the journey. And yeah, it is going to happen. And some of us might think, oh, it might take like 10 years or 10 lifetimes, but in my experience, it's usually much less than that. Like people think that, oh, it will take so much time, but it really doesn't. when you really choose to commit to the journey and take the steps. So yeah, it's not going to take that long anyway, so why not get started on healing those things? And the other thing that will happen when you choose to recognize that, hey, my twin flame is reflecting something, is that it will help you to feel more compassion for them, because if you're in a situation which is quite common, right? One twin flame is more spiritual than the other on the outside, right? And like, if you've found this work, if you've found twin flames and found like the mirror exercise and all that, then like, you're so lucky, you're so blessed, because imagine going through all those feelings and all those upsets without knowing what they are or how to deal with them, which, your twin flame might be going through right now. That's horrible, right? Because it's all these intense feelings for this person you can't explain, and then you think you're going mad sometimes, right? And yeah, so you can be grateful for that, even if it might seem like not something to be grateful for sometimes. At least, like, you know what's going on and you can deal with it. And of course, I'm not saying don't extend like the healing and everything to your twin flame when they are ready for it. But yeah, it's something important that doesn't get said enough, doesn't get mentioned enough, that it's actually very good that you're aware of this, because you actually can do something about it. But yeah, imagine being unaware of it and just having all these crazy feelings for a person and seeing 1111 everywhere, or like all those synchronicities. It must feel really weird. It can feel like you're going insane. And maybe some of you have experienced this. So yeah, if you are now discovering this work, then that's a good thing. It's the next step on the journey. It means that you have begun, as with the previous card, and the new phase is like healing all those things and trusting that you will have what you desire, is what I channeled in the beginning about the number 1212. So yeah, let's go to the third and final card for this reading. I'm excited. So the card is Act as if your partner is here. And it's the juiciest card of all, because it's like, oh my god, look at the energy between them in the card. It's so nice. So, whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. So what I love about this card is acting as if really helps you to manifest your union. That doesn't get talked about enough. Because, yeah, let's say, or if you are in union, if you would like to manifest more of something, then you need to really give that to yourself first. Because unlike with a soulmate, it's not a relationship that you have on the outside of you with this person, and then maybe you start to develop feelings. It's a relationship that starts within you. So you begin within yourself, and then it expands to other areas of your life. So that is quite cool, actually, because that means that whatever you choose will be reflected back to you, as with the previous card about your twin flame mirroring you. So in this case, let's say you want your twin flame to communicate with you more often. Then you can make the conscious choice to communicate more within yourself. Like, take some time to meditate in the mornings. 5 minutes is enough. You don't have to meditate 5 hours a day like a yogi. Okay, nobody's asking for that. That's crazy. But unless you are a yogi, of course. But yeah, you can take some time to connect with your intuition. Maybe you like reading cards. Maybe you like journaling. Like, taking some time to also act on that, instead of saying, yeah, I'll connect with myself, but never doing anything about it. First of all, your twin flame will reflect that. But also, you don't get results that way. You need to really commit to it. Commitment has been a theme in this reading, so I like that. It's very important. So yeah, like, whatever you desire from your twin flame, it's important to give that to yourself. That's the principle of the mirror exercise, like step number 4, right? What is this part of you asking for? Then go ahead and love this part of you. What does it need? Maybe it needs commitment, communication, all those things. Like, whatever it is that your twin flame is showing you, that's how you heal it, by bringing this energy within yourself first. And yeah, like, of course, it might not happen overnight that, okay, like, I journaled 5 minutes a day and tomorrow my twin flame is like doing a marriage proposal, right? That, well, it might happen. I'm not saying it won't, but I'm also saying, like, it's okay if it takes some time for it to manifest in your reality, because you're still working through the layers of maybe self-rejection, self-abandonment, all those things. So as you do that, it's safe to focus on your needs, what you desire, and how you can fulfill yourself, but not by looking on the outside. Or let's say, yeah, I know this is my twin flame, so I'll date someone else because they give me attention, because I want attention. That's not going to bring you your twin flame. But what is going to bring you your twin flame is, what is it that you desire? You give that to yourself. Like, you desire attention, you give that to yourself. You give yourself a ton of attention in any way that you desire, right? And you don't look to the outside or to another person to satisfy you. And that's like the best thing you can do for yourself on this journey, because otherwise it gets so exhausting, like super exhausting, especially since you have this feeling of your twin flame must bring you those things. So they feel like they have to be your source as well, subconsciously. So they're like, I'm out of here, because that's heavy, right? And yeah, then it's like, oh, but come back here and love me, the whole runner taser thing. So that's one way you can heal it, by not seeing your twin flame as your source and by not tasting them, like making the conscious choice. I'm not going to taste. I'm going to attract, and I'm going to do it with self-love, self-confidence, and with a lot of faith. Like, I know what I want, and I know that I will have it. I know this love is for me, and I claim it with all of my heart and with all that I am. So yeah, this was today's reading for the 12/12 portal. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm very grateful to have delivered it to you. If you would like a personalized reading just for you and your twin flame journey, then feel free to check out the description, because I have the link for that there. Have a great night.